So often parents are wanting to know, how can I parent my rooster or my lamb better? And I talk to them about the spectrum that children land either on, somewhere on it, sometimes right at the rooster, the strong end, or the lamb, the sensitive end. So today I'm going to give you some tips and strategies on parenting gentle lambs. There are some really big pluses about having lambs. They are so much more gentle. They really tend to sleep more. They don't argue as much. They don't confront you as much. They have a little bit less energy. So I guess you can see there are some things, their needs are slightly differently to our rooster children. So here's some quick tips that I can give you. The very first thing, they often have a much stronger need for comforters or soothers, the things that make them calm down their nervous system. And remember, don't forget about the tickle point at the back of the neck. That can really work for all children, but particularly in social settings when your lambs might start to get agitated or anxious, just tickling them gently on the back to raise some serotonin. They may need to still sleep with a teddy bear at 16 or 17. A really important thing is never shame a sensitive lamb for wanting to bring a comforter with them. My heart melts when I see little lambs at airports and places like that dragging along a very worn out teddy bear or something. I just love it. Second thing is they're not as good at change, and they're not as good at big social situations quite often as our rooster children. So be mindful of that sometimes they're very what we call slow to warm. They might hide behind you, even if it's at grandma's, and they should know the people. Once again, do not force them, do not shame them. They are gradually building in the capacity to be a little bit braver. What other things builds confidence in our lambs? Little mastery moments. So making sure that at times they can do things really well. It might be just a puzzle, might be able to do their teeth or their hair. When you build little moments of mastery, it makes our little lambs feel much braver and more confident. Be careful about too much change. Once again, whether it's people in their lives or moving too often, that can cause them to become, once again, anxious and frightened. Also, a really important tip, make time to sit down and listen. One of the things that a lot of gentle lambs tell me is they hardly ever get heard in a house that's got big roosters with big voices. So make some time to really listen so they get to be heard. Remember that neither of them is better than the other, because we have to put a bit of rooster in our lambs so that they can be assertive and strong enough to stand up for themselves when they need to and not be crushed by other children who are bigger, bossier and braver. I hope you're enjoying your life with your lambs.